Welcome high-value men. Women, remember the little things. It's not the grand gestures or expensive gifts that stick in their minds, it's how you make them feel. The truth is, you don't need to change who you are or use manipulative tactics to make a woman think about you. Non-stop. What you do need is to understand what truly matters to her and how to naturally create a connection that she can't forget. Most advice out there on this topic feels forced or worse, manipulative. That's not what we're about today. Instead, I'm going to share 5 simple but impactful habits that will help you leave a lasting impression without compromising your authenticity. Curious? Let's dive in with the first and perhaps most timeless principle: be agent lemon. Being a gentleman isn't about be a gentleman. The timeless principle, outdated traditions, or trying to impress someone with grand gestures. It's about respect, kindness, and thoughtfulness shown through small but meaningful actions. Simple things like opening the door, helping her with her coat, or offering your jacket when she scolds might seem insignificant, but these gestures leave a lasting impression. Why? Because they show that you pay attention to her comfort and well-being. Picture this: you're on a first date and it's a bit chilly outside. You notice she's shivering, so you offer her your jacket. That one simple act can make her feel valued and cared for, and it's something she's likely to remember long after the date. It's not about the material act itself, it's about the thoughtfulness and genuine care behind it. The essence of being a gentleman is sincerity. These actions shouldn't feel forced or calculated. Instead, they should come naturally, stemming from a genuine desire to make her feel comfortable and respected. Women are incredibly perceptive, and they can sense when someone's behavior isn't authentic. That's why it's important to act from the heart. Another aspect of being a gon is respecting boundaries and time. If she shares something personal, listen attentively without interrupting or rushing to offer solutions. Show her that you're fully present and engaged in the conversation. If she needs space or time for herself, respect that rather than trying to push for constant interaction. This level of emotional intelligence is rare and makes a man stand out. Being a gentleman also extends beyond romantic relationships. It's reflected in how you treat everyone around you, whether it's holding the door for a stranger, speaking respectfully to staff, or maintaining your composure in challenging situations. These qualities don't just make you memorable, they define the kind of person you are. When you consistently embody these traits, you'll naturally leave a positive, lasting impression. It's not about pretending to be someone you're not, it's about showing up as your best. Be attentive. Why small gestures make a big impact. Number 2, be attentive. Being attentive is one of the most powerful ways to make a woman think about you, simply because it shows that you genuinely care. Women notice the little details, and when you do too, it sets you apart from most men. Listening, remembering, and acting on what she shares with you are the hallmarks of being attentive. Let's start with a simple example. Imagine she casually mentions her favorite type of coffee during a conversation. A few days later, you show up with that exact coffee. When you meet her again, that small gesture tells her that you were listening, and more importantly, that you care enough to remember. These little things might seem trivial, but to her, they make all the difference. The key here is to truly be present in the moment when you're talking with her. Don't just focus on what you're going to say next or let your mind wander. Instead, pay close attention to her words, tone, and even body language. This creates a deeper connection and makes her feel valued. After all, meaningful conversations are what set the foundation for memorable relationships. Being attentive also means engaging in conversations that go beyond the surface level. Instead of sticking to generic topics, dig a little deeper. Ask her about her passions, her dreams, and the things that truly matter to her. These kinds of discussions not only make you memorable but also help her see that you're genuinely interested in who she is as a person. Here's an advanced tip: bring up something she's mentioned in a later conversation. For example, if she talked about her favorite book last week, ask her if she's read anything else by the same author. This reinforces that you're paying attention and makes her feel special. It's these thoughtful follow-ups that keep you in her thoughts even when you're not around. Lastly, remember that attentiveness isn't just about what you do during your time together, it extends to how you interact with her overall. Whether it's sending a quick text to ask about her day or remembering to wish her luck for an important meeting, these small acts of attentiveness go a long way in building emotional connection and trust. In a world where most people are distracted, being attentive makes you stand out. It shows her that you're different, not because you're trying to impress her, but because you truly care, and that's something she won't forget. Number 3, independent equals embrace independence. Attractiveness through self-sufficiency. Attractive independence is one of the most attractive qualities a man can have. It shows confidence, self-sufficiency, and a clear sense of purpose, traits that naturally draw people in. Women are especially drawn to men who have their own lives, interests, and passions, because it demonstrates stability and strength. Let's break this down. Imagine you're a man who's constantly available, waiting by the phone, or willing to drop everything at a moment's notice. While this might seem like dedication, it often comes across as clingy or even desperate. On the other hand, if you have a busy fulfilling life and still make time for her, it communicates something entirely different. It tells her that you value your time and hers, which makes your presence feel more meaningful. Being independent starts with having your own goals, hobbies, and passions, whether it's building a career, pursuing creative endeavors, or staying active with sports. Having something that drives you is incredibly attractive. It shows her that you're not looking for someone to complete you, but rather you're inviting her to share a part of your already fulfilling life. Here's an example. Suppose you're passionate about photography. You spend your weekends exploring new places and capturing incredible shots. When you share this with her, not just the results but the excitement and effort behind it, it sparks her interest. She sees you as a dynamic and interesting someone who's driven by curiosity and ambition. Another critical aspect of independence is setting boundaries. This means you don't compromise your values, goals, or time to please someone else. For instance, if you're working towards a promotion or training for a marathon, you don't let distractions derail your progress. When you explain that you reprioritizing your commitments but still carve out time for her, it shows balance. She'll respect you more for it and feel even more special when you do make her a priority. Independence also builds emotional strength. It means you're comfortable being alone and don't rely on constant validation from others. This level of self-assurance is rare and incredibly appealing because it suggests that you're grounded and in control of your life. Finally, independence makes your interactions more meaningful. Instead of overwhelming her with attention, you create space for her to miss you. That little bit of distance keeps the connection fresh and exciting. Remember, attraction often thrives in the space where curiosity and mystery live. In short, being independent isn't just about looking good or impressing someone. It's about living a life you're proud of and inviting the right person to join you on that journey. When you embrace your independence, you naturally become someone worth thinking about. NONSTOP. Number 4. Non-physical use. Non-physical compliments. Beyond the surface compliments. Compliments are a powerful way to connect with someone, but they work best when they go beyond the surface. While physical compliment, "Look, you're beautiful," or "I love your smile," are nice, they're also incredibly common. If you want to stand out, focus on qualities that reflect who she is, not just how she looks. Think about it. If she's attractive, chances are she's heard it 1,000 times before. Compliments about her physical appearance might be appreciated, but they won't make you memorable. Instead, what if you told her, "I admire how passionate you are about your work," or "Your sense of humor is incredible." It's so refreshing. These kinds of compliments hit differently because they show that you're paying attention to who she is as a person. When you compliment something non-physical, it also communicates that you value her mind, personality, or talents over just her looks. For example, if she's great at solving problems, let her know you're impressed by how she handles challenges. If she's incredibly kind to others, acknowledge how much you respect that. These are the compliments that stay with her because they touch on things she's proud of but may not hear often. Here's another angle. Non-physical compliments often make her feel seen in a way that others don't. Imagine she's been working hard on a project and you notice her dedication and effort, saying something like, "You're so committed to what you do, it's inspiring." Shows her that you see and appreciate the things that matter most to her. Of course, the key to any compliment is sincerity. Don't make something up just to impress her. She'll see right through it. Instead, look for genuine qualities that you admire and let her know even small details can leave a big impression if they come from the heart. For instance, if she shares a unique perspective during a conversation, acknowledge it. You could say, "I love how you always have such thoughtful insights. It makes talking to you so interesting." These kinds of compliments stand out because they're specific and personal, not generic. Another benefit of non-physical compliments is that they often lead to deeper conversations. When you compliment her intelligence, creativity, or determination, you open the door to meaningful discussions about her values, dreams, and goals. This strengthens the connection and makes you more memorable in her eyes. In a world where so many compliments focus on the superficial, being the person who notices and appreciates the deeper qualities will set you apart. It's not just about making her feel good in the moment, it's about showing her that you truly value who she. Try something new together. Building shared memories. Number 5. Try something new together. Routine can be comforting, but it can also become predictable and dull over time. If you want to leave a lasting impression and deepen your connection with someone, one of the best things you can do is try something new together. Stepping out of your comfort zones not only creates excitement but also strengthens the bond between you. Think about it. When was the last time you did something for the first time? Maybe it was a new hobby, visiting an unfamiliar place, or trying an activity you'd never considered before. Now imagine sharing that experience with someone you're interested in. The thrill of discovering something new together creates a memory that's unique to the two of you, and that's what makes it unforgettable. For example, instead of sticking to the usual dinner and movie date, why not sign Up for a cooking class even if neither of you is a great cook. The shared experience of learning and maybe laughing at your failed attempts will bring you closer, or if you both enjoy the outdoors. Consider going hiking on a trail you've never explored before. The adventure of trying something different adds a sense of novelty and excitement. Your time together psychologically. Trying something new together boosts dopamine levels, the chemical in your brain associated with pleasure and bonding. This creates a stronger emotional connection and makes her associate those positive feelings with you. It's not just about the activity itself but the sense of fun and spontaneity that comes with it. Another reason why this works is that it shows you're willing to take the lead and think creatively about your time together. Women find it attractive when a man can confidently plan something unique, especially if it's tailored to her interests or something you've both talked about before. It shows that you're paying attention and putting effort into making your time together special. Let's not forget the element of surprise when you introduce her to something she's never experienced. It creates an element of mystery and keeps her intrigued. It might be as simple as visiting a hidden gem in your city, trying a new sport, or even taking a road trip to an unfamiliar destination. The key is to keep it fresh and unexpected. Spontaneity also plays a huge role here. For instance, if a date is going well and you feel the energy is right, suggest an impromptu activity to extend your time together. Maybe you stumble upon a live music event or decide to grab dessert at a unique spot nearby. These spontaneous moments often become the highlights of the experience and make her think, wow, that was such a fun and memorable day. Trying something new together isn't just about creating memories, it's also about showing her that you're someone who can lead, adapt, and make the most of any situation. It adds excitement and depth to your relationship, leaving her with thoughts of you long after the moment has passed. So the next time you're planning time together, think beyond the ordinary, step out of the routine and into something extraordinary. Trust me, she'll remember and she'll think about you. Non-stop attraction isn't about tricks. Conclusion: small actions, big impact. Manipulation or trying to be someone not. It's about showing you the best version of yourself and focusing on the things that truly matter. By being a gentleman, paying attention to the little details, embracing your independence, offering genuine compliments, and sharing new experiences together, you naturally become someone she can't stop thinking about. These habits are not just about making a great impression, they're about building a deeper connection based on respect, authenticity, and shared experiences. Women value sincerity and effort, and when you consistently show these traits, you'll stand out in ways that others simply can't. Remember, you don't need to go overboard or pretend to be perfect. Just focus on being present, thoughtful, and genuine. It's the small, meaningful actions that leave the biggest impact. If you found this helpful, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the Stoic Golden Rule for more content on building better relationships and becoming the best version of yourself. And before you go, let me know in the comments what's own small action you've done or received that left a lasting impression. I'd love to hear your stories. Thanks for watching High Value Men. Until next time, stay true to yourself and keep growing.